First, let me begin by being absolutely clear. Canada, unequivocally and in the strongest possible terms, condemns these terrorist attacks perpetrated by Hamas. We stand with Israel and reaffirm our support for Israel's right to defend itself in accordance with international law. Le Canada condamne sans équivoque les attaques terroristes commises par le Hamas. On est solidaire d'Israël et on réitère notre appui au droit d'Israël de se défendre conformément au droit international. The attacks this weekend were brutal and horrific. We heard stories of people who were there at the music festival for peace when gunmen started shooting. We saw images of parents shielding their children to protect them from rockets. Women and kids have been forced out of their homes and kidnapped. The images and the imagining what it must have been. Middle of the night, as doors were kicked in, people ripped from their beds. It's unimaginable. We know that even Holocaust survivors were kidnapped. The indiscriminate killing of civilians, the sexual violence, the violence against women, children, and elderly people, these acts are sickening and completely unimaginable. On demande la libération immédiate des otages et on exige qu'ils soient traités conformément au droit international. La violence envers la population civile n'est jamais acceptable. The glorification of death and violence and terror has no place anywhere, including and especially here in Canada. So let me be very clear. Hamas terrorists aren't a resistance. They're not freedom fighters. They are terrorists, and no one in Canada should be supporting them, much less celebrating them. I want to thank everyone coming out across the country to show their support. Just a few weeks ago, I was in Toronto to celebrate Rosh Hashanah. We talked about all the uncertainty in the world right now. We talked about the importance of being there for one another. We talked about the examples of Jewish Canadians embodying the concept of tikkun olam, commitment to make the world a better place, of healing the world. We talked about our hopes for a better year, a better future. Well, what happened this weekend during a Jewish holiday on Shabbat was the opposite of hope. It was dark, abhorrent, and heinous. Nearly every Jewish Canadian has friends or family in Israel. Les députés, les membres de notre gouvernement et de nos équipes qui sont de confession juive, tout comme tellement d'entre vous ici ce soir, vous avez de la famille et des amis en Israël. Les liens au sein de cette communauté sont justement ce qui la rend aussi forte et incroyable. The interconnectedness of this community is what makes it so strong and incredible, but it is also what makes it so difficult right now. You're feeling so close yet so far away. You're talking to relatives. You're scrolling social media. You want to be able to help directly. Well, my friends, you are not alone. Canadians stand with the Jewish community. Canadians stand with Israel, and we stand ready to support the Israeli people. There is a Hebrew proverb that says that the community is Israel's rampart. That's true in so many ways. I saw a tweet earlier from CIJA that showed volunteers in Tel Aviv packaging food, clothing, and aid for the victims. Ici, au pays, les communautés juives se mobilisent pour recueillir des fonds pour aider les Israéliens. Et on voit des exemples d'entraide ici et à travers le monde. The world is in a very dark place right now. Standing up, united for our values is more important than ever. If we want to win against terrorists, dictators, and bullies, upholding the rule of law must continue to be our rampart. Protecting civilian life must continue to be our rampart. And as you know very well, being there for one another will always be our strongest rampart against hatred. We stand with you, my friends, tonight, tomorrow, and every day. Merci, mes chers amis.